Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, everyone. Yes, good evening. It's so good to have you all here. Yes, so this is the Bvester webinar series. So run your business on Bvester and become fundable. So my name is Kwame Brimpong, and this is the first of the series that we call how to get your business become fundable. Okay, so how Bvester helps you run your business and helps you become fundable. All right. So this webinar is basically going to take us through what Bvester is. So what at all is Bvester? Okay, and how can you use the Bvester app to also run your business? We are basically going to look at that. So at the end of this session, you should have the understanding of what Bvester is, how you're going to use the app to keep your records daily in your business, and how the entire app works, and also what are your first actions that you should take when you have the Bvester app running for your business. And I must let this disclaimer up that I am not a financial expert. So I don't seek to give financial advice anyway. But what I seek to do in this webinar is to help you understand what at all Bvester is all about and how you can use it to help your business succeed and also grow. Now, one very, very important thing, you can see the website or the web app live on your screen. Yes, that is Bvester. So run your business on Bvester and become fundable. Now, every business wants to grow. Every business wants to make profit. Every business wants to scale. And I always say that you don't really need money before you can start a business, but you really need money before you can scale the business, before you can grow the business, before you can expand the business. But how do you get this money to expand the business? Of course, when I say you don't need money to start a business, you have a phone, you have a WhatsApp. So a lot of people do that these days. On WhatsApp, they take other people's products, post it on their social media pages, post it on their WhatsApp, post it inside WhatsApp groups. Then they get buyers to buy them. You didn't spend any money to actually register a business or put inventory together or anything, but you're using your contact, or even you have friends. You talk to your friend. Okay, so I know this person selling this item. So you just market someone's product to people and you get paid. So as you get paid, you can use the money that you get from that transaction, save it, gather a lot of it, then you can start your own business. So you don't really need money. You just need a desire. You just need the idea. You just need the desire to take action on whatever you want to do. But you can never grow a business without money. And there are several sources that you can get money to expand your business or to grow your business. You either get money, let's say, um, money dashed from family and friends, or you can get loan from family and friends. You can also get loans from financial institutions and banks, or you can get investors. Or if you've been able to run your business successfully or very well and you've had a lot of savings from your profits, you can then reinvest the profit into your business. Now, a lot of businesses struggle, including mine. For years, I have run my own business. I've tried a number of businesses. Some succeeded, some also failed. And the key challenge that I faced in running my business, right from the university, even through the senior high school days, was the fact that it is so hard getting money to push or scale your business in Ghana. It is so, so difficult. So every person running a business right now needs either loans to expand them. Even the rich men, the top players, everyone, every big company needs money to run their business. So if you're a business owner watching me right now or watching this video, you agree with me that if there is some level of financing that you may need to take your business from where it currently is to where you want it to go. Now, the issue is, how are you going to be able to convince the people who have this money? How are you going to convince the investor? How are you going to convince the bank to give you the loan to push into your business? At times, mostly it's common in Ghana that, okay, Most banks purely look at the collateral you have. And if you're able to get an accountant to organize your books very well, then probably you'll be able to get a loan. But getting the loan or getting the money, the funds is one thing, and also using the funds for what it is really meant for is another thing. So you realize that there are a lot of small business owners who are able to acquire loans and get these loans, but they use the money into their businesses. And at the end of the day, they finish paying the loan. Most people struggle before they're able to pay the loans. And even after paying the loans, if they don't get another set of loans, the business cannot survive. So you realize that a lot of business owners get a loan today, they struggle to pay off the loan. Immediately after they finish, they will have to arrange for another loan. So it is loan after loan after loan after loan, which tells you that actually something is quite off, because if the loan really did the work that it was supposed to do, you wouldn't need that loan necessarily. So there is this problem, or there is this challenge of getting the loan. How are you going to get the loan? And after you get the loan, how are you going to use the loan to what is really, really meant for? And that is where systems come in. So we at Bvester, we believe that capital should never move into a business that does not have the right systems. If you don't have the right systems, no investor will be interested to invest in your business. And most serious financing partners, like let's say DFI, development finance institutions, microfinance institutions, banks, and all that, will not really be. Of course, maybe some way, somehow you have collateral, and also you may be able to cook your books so that you're able to secure the loan. But as someone said some years back, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Okay, so if your business fundamentals, if the systems you are using to run, if your the systems your business is running on are off, because I've experienced this. I know a lot of you watching too have experienced this. If the systems that are running your business are not so strong, or if you don't have any systems at all, no matter the amount of money that comes into your business, it will crash. So Bvester exists to help you build the systems that are required to help your business grow. Systems come before capital. So if you don't have the right systems in place, forget about getting capital, forget about getting investors. Okay, so that is basically what Bvester is about. So Bvester will help you run your business in a way that will make it attractive for an investor to invest in your business. It will also help you run your business in a way that will make the microfinance institution, the financing partner, the financial institution feel so comfortable to give you the amount of money that you require to scale your business. But the most important thing, that if you have these systems, you are able to manage whatever money that comes into your business. And forget about the fact that you even want loans or investments before you will decide to build the right systems for your business. When you have the right systems in place, it helps you, the business owner, to really, really manage your business properly. And once your business is being managed properly, even to a certain extent, you realize that probably you might not even need, right now, you think that you need money before your business can scale, but probably you might not even need external funding. Because if you manage what is coming in right now properly, your business will be able to survive. So, this is what the webinar series that we are organizing is all about. So what we are going to do right now is that I'm going to take you through the Bvester app or the Bvester website so that you can understand what at all Bvester is about. After giving you a brief scenario, I'll take you through the website or the web page. So as you can see, I'll scroll through this. Then after that, I'll take you through how you can create an account, how you can use the app, and all that. We are going to have a series of this. So anytime you hear about Bvester, what it's about and how you can use it to run your business. But before I begin, let me just say this, that Bvester is actually, what we seek to do is to help small businesses get funding to grow their business. All right, let me pause here and check if there are any issues. If you're watching me and you can't hear me, or you have any issues with my the audio or the video or anything, you can let me know. If you can hear me too, you can just type into the comments that yes, you can hear me and all that. And for everyone who is also not live with us, you can catch a replay anytime. It's going to be on YouTube or on our social media channels. So yes, that is just by the way. All right. So let's go on. So you're running a small business and you need let me just get this because the sound okay. All right. Well, I don't think it can go. So you're running a small business and I believe that you want money or you need funding to grow your business. How do you do this? So, whenever you're approaching an investor, the most important thing the investor or the bank will look at are your numbers, your figures. So, it's not about how crazy or how innovative your idea is. Of course, it's important. But what makes the financing partner take a decision to give you the money you need is how you are handling your numbers, how you're managing your finances, how you're managing your money. And one very, very key thing about small businesses, typically in Ghana, is that most people don't keep accurate records. Most people keep their records in notebooks. So imagine that, let's say, God forbid, you keep your records in a notebook, and let's say there is a stubborn mouse around, and one day the mouse come around, or let's say the mouse comes with the family. Okay, so the mouse and the children and the wife and the entire family come to your shop and they chew the entire book. Where are your records? Okay, waiting you gain. The records are gone. Or at times too, disasters happen, let's say fire outbreak or anything. Or the book can get missing. All right. Some too don't keep records at all. They have the records in their head. Some too use softwares, other software to keep their records. But most people keep their records in notebooks. But the best way is to have a system. Bvester presents you a system where you can easily keep your records. That is the primary function of Bvester. It helps you manage your numbers because your numbers are the lifeblood of your business. So when you sit with any investor or when you sit with any bank or any finance institution and you are able to present your numbers in a very, very understandable and clear way, they can understand how much money you made last month, how much money you made last year, and the trend. They can decide that, okay, if you made this amount of money around this period, then if I give you this total amount of, let's say, 1 million Ghana cedis or 100,000 Ghana cedis, I am sure as an investor, I'm going to be able to make returns of, let's say, 10% from analyzing how your financial decisions and behavior has been. So this is what Bvester presents to you. We make it very, very simple to keep your records. Okay. And one interesting thing too is that you don't even just have to always be typing. You can just use your voice. We will demonstrate it either as we go on in this. At least we are going to demonstrate the voice transaction recording. You just pick your phone. So for me, whenever I'm at the factory and I'm working, I have my hands dirty. Typically for people who don't have accountants to take care of, there were periods where I had my own accountant who would take care of the clerk. So payments go to the accountant, they will make money. I just have to approve things. But if most of the time you have to send money yourself, you're a small business owner, you would have to send money, pay this person and all that, and you are busy. At times, you don't even have the time to record whatever money you spent. And at the end of the day, you tend to forget certain things. So we've made Bvester very simple. You just pick your phone and speak into it. I paid 200 cedis for fuel. You just say that, you enter, and the app itself records everything, segments it, and it's able to decide whether this is an expense or this is a sale or an income. So this is how easy, convenient, simple, and interesting the Bvester app is. Another thing too is that a lot of people find it so difficult to talk to business experts. Okay. Let's say they have challenges, sales is not properly going on well, and you want to talk to someone. A lot of business owners are alone, like they don't have people they can share ideas with, they don't have business partners and all that. So Bvester has also been structured in such a way that we have built an AI business consultant. But it is not just an AI business consultant where you type whatever you want to type in, like typing into ChatGPT and Claude and all the other LLMs, and it gives you back a return. Okay, it is not like that. This one, we've designed it such that it takes a time to understand your business. So the more you utilize the app, the more the AI we've built, the AI business partner inside the Bvester app, is able to understand your trends. So the AI is able to understand your industry, how your transactions, how your financials are going, your decisions and everything. It studies everything, even things that don't occur to you or you forget or you don't even know. It's able to do research. So you can ask the AI a question and the AI will just help you because it's like it has lived with you throughout your entire business. So right now, you are selling whatever goods that you have. You want to increase sales. You just type in it. How do I increase sales this month? That is all you have to. We'll demonstrate it here. So as you can see on my screen, we have Serwaa here. We can just demonstrate something small for you to see. So let's say Serwaa is here. Hi, I'm Serwaa. I keep books for Ghanaian businesses across all 16 regions. So Bvester can be accessed in all the 16 regions of Ghana. And so just tell me what you sold today. Ask me a real business question or tap the mic and just talk. I'm listening. So you can just say that I sold Kente for 600 cities. So if I want to record, I can just type or I can speak. Okay, but we will demonstrate the voice transaction later. So let's not do the recording now. Let's just say, how do I increase, please, how do I increase sales for this month? Okay, so you can just test it even without having an account created on your app. You can ask it a general question, you can ask it a specific question. So this is a Serwaa AI or the Serwaa partner. Okay, so how do I increase sales for this month? So I can just say that sales have been slow lately. How do I increase sales? And I click send. All right, so let's see. Okay, so it has returned. It's very, very fast. Okay, yeah, so 3 honest levers to lift your numbers this month. You can charge more, pick your bestseller. Like Serwaa will respond any question that you ask it. So this is just live. You can just go to bvester.com and try it for yourself. Okay, you can ask any question at all, it will respond to you. But if you're asking it specific questions, let's say you've created an account and you're asking it specific questions about how you took a certain decision and how you can manage it or something, it will use the information it has gathered about your business and help you like you've gone to see an expert. So Bvester also gives you a business consultant in your pocket. It is wonderful. Okay, so let's go on. So you can just talk to Serwaa or she writes it down. So you can just use your voice to record and you have your whole business on one screen. Okay, and the entire goal is that we help you keep your records so that when you meet investors or financial partners, they can trust you enough to give you the money you need to scale your business. Now, Bvester is not just helping you keep your records. We also have partners that we are speaking with. So very soon, in the later part of the year, maybe early next year, we are going to launch our crowdfunding facility. And the entire thing is that we initially planned to roll out a crowdfunding facility for small businesses where we are using the revenue-based finance model, and which means that if Bvester helps you get the funding you need, it is not going to go or come with any collateral requirements. And you're going to pay from your revenue. And there's what we call revenue-based finance. So it is very, very flexible for businesses. Months that sales are low, you pay low. So it's not like the bank where you can if you take a loan and every month you have to pay 5,000, you are stuck. Whether you make enough money this month or not, you have to pay the 5,000. All right. But we want to ensure that a lot of the businesses on the Bvester platform have built the right systems before we launch that. But even before the crowdfunding investments, we also are speaking with our finance partners. So we have banks. So when you check the website right now, you can see that we have for banks here. Okay, so we have banks. I'll not go there now, but we have financial institutions that we are partnering with, and they always come to Bvester to see which businesses are fundable. We will discuss that in another webinar, but this is not the purpose for this webinar. So you're not just keeping your records with Bvester. Let's say you've kept your records for about 3 months or 6 months. There's a high possibility of we helping you getting the funding that you need for your business, because we've spoken to these finance institutions, these capital partners, and we have understood what they require from a business that is fundable. And one thing I learned from one of my mentors is that whenever you're running a business, you should run the business like you're running it to sell it. So your business has to be sellable. So if someone comes to your business today, they should feel so confident enough to give you money to even buy your business. In other sense, you should run your business to make it fundable, to make it bankable. And when we say fundable or bankable, you should run your business such that your business can attract investment. Every investor who sees your records would want to really invest money in you. And if you run your business with this mindset, it helps you make the right decisions to grow your business. So this is what we present to you. Okay, so there is also another thing that before we go into try the app, how you can create an account on Bvester, and you can also see we have this, how do we call it? We have QR code on the screen. Yes. So if you have any further questions or anything you want to find out more, we've made it very simple. Just scan the QR code on the screen. You can join the Bvester Launch or the Bvester WhatsApp community. We can communicate there and help you on your journey. Once you want to fix your business and you also want to get funding and grow your business. Now, another interesting thing about Bvester too is this, which we call the Capital Ready service. So the Capital Ready service or the Capital Ready package that we have arranged is very, very simple. This is how it works. You just sign up or you just enter a contract, as the lawyers will say, enter into a contract. So you just enter a contract with Bvester. Then we help you fix your business in a way that ensures that by the end of the period, your business can get the funding it needs. So it is not a funding promise, but the promise is that once you go through and honor fully our capital ready covenant, we call it the capital ready covenant. So it is a contract. More, someone can say that terms and conditions. Okay, so it's a contract. So all that you need to do is that honor the terms of the contract. And all the terms are supposed to push you to be disciplined enough to fix your business. It pushes you to be disciplined enough to keep the proper records, to run your business according to a strong system. So that at the end of, let's say, 90 days, or at the end of, let's say, six months or so, every capital partner we have, or every financial institutions that you go to, would feel confident enough to give you the money that you need, because they now trust that you are disciplined enough to manage money well when money comes into your business. So you basically have to be keeping your record very well every month too. If you are on this service, like the Capital Ready package, what we do is that we dedicate a service person, someone, we call the person, let's say a concierge, who always every month, the person will come to your shop or your business, help you set up the system for you. Then what happens again is that every month we are going to, let's say, check your profit and loss. And we have an accountant who is also going to ensure that your profit and loss accounts and everything is in order. And you also need to ensure that you complete the 12 capital ready fundamental modules. So you go through our course and our trainings. We have experts who really understand. Okay, so and this modules cover, let's say, separation of finances. A lot of business owners are not able to separate their personal finances from the business finances. Okay, how you're also always going to ensure that you keep your daily records, your daily close, GRA registration, compliance, everything that you need to do to ensure that even if there's a government contract or there is an investor, they will find you compliant in everything. Okay. And also revenue documentation, how you're going to document your revenue, SOPs that you use, formalization, how to also arrange your pitch so that whenever you meet an investor, you'll be able to convince them. Then you also need to be able to respond to, let's say, verifier or reviewer flags within 72 hours. So what we do is that after every once in a while, we come to review your business. And you should be able to tell us the problems you're facing and why certain things have not been done properly. Especially so you are pushed to have an accountability system for your business. All right. And it goes on and on and on and on. So that is just by the way. You can go to the website and click on how we call it, the capital ready, and you see it. I'll go to the sample dossier later. This is what, okay, let me just clear the cache. Yeah, so this is what our finance partners come to see. So every business has this dossier on our app. That's, let's say, if a bank, let's say a microfinance institution, or let's say a pension, no, I will not go to pension funds, but let's say a bank is looking for businesses, that because the key business of every finance institution is to give out capital and have the returns on it. But capital providers care so much about trust. You need to be able to prove to them that when capital is pumped into your business, it is going to work and they're going to have returns on their investment. So we are building a system where you wouldn't have to go to banks and be looking for loans anymore. The banks will just come to the Bvester platform, look at your business, and call you. You'll be there, and they'll even call you. We've realized that your business is running well, and this is how we've seen what we've seen about your business. So we feel that you said in your dossier that you need about, let's say, 200,000 cities. We think we can give you this money. Come, let's sit down. And getting funding for your business becomes so easy and so interesting. All that you need to do is that create an account on Bvester and keep proper records. Okay, so let's go on quickly. I'll not go. We're going to have this webinar more times and all that. Yes. So I would want us to just quickly try and see how we can create an account. So you can start for free. You wouldn't have to pay anything to start. So you can click here. When you go to the website, as you see the page, you can click here. And when you click here, so I said already, build the systems before you get the capital. So you can start free. You wouldn't need to enter any card details. You're not going to be charged any money on all that. You can just sign up here. But this time around, I don't want to go through the web sign up. I'll just go through the mobile app. So just please give me a second. Let me verify something here. Oh, okay. All right. So let me just try something. We're going to see how we can create an account. I want to add another camera to it so that we use it. Okay. So I'll take this off. Okay, so I believe that, yeah. Okay. So we're going to use the phone. Oh, oh, oh. Trying to reduce the volume of my. It's not working. Oh, oh, oh. Just a moment. Okay. Uh, all right. So let's try this. I believe you can see. Yes. So let's check this. I'm trying to use. I don't have an emulator installed, so I just want us to. You can see my phone. So we have the Android app ready, the Play Store, the Google Android app ready. We don't have the um, Apple, the App Store app, the iOS app ready for iPhones. So if you're using an iPhone, you have to get to the web before you can. So if you're using an iPhone, you can just go to your browser. You see the website like this. So if you check the phone I'm using, you can just get to bvester.com and see the app like this. Then all that you need to do is just go here and go to start free. Then you create your account. But for this webinar, I just want to let's see this. So you can go to Play Store. Then you search for Bvester. So you type Bvester. I already have it installed. Yes. So that, but if you don't have it installed, you can just click on this and install it. After you install it, you just open it. Yes. Okay. So this is the icon. After installing, you see this Bvester app here. So when you click on it, it opens. Now I'm going to sign up. Okay. So sign up. I will just use a test email so that we can just see something. So let's say my name is Yaya. Okay, let me just type Yaya, and my email is let's use tester. Oh, sorry, Bvester tester, Bvester tester at gmail.com. All right, so this is my email, a test email. Then I can just use any, let's say, tester 2026. Yeah, this is a test email, so I don't mind sharing the password. So tester 2026. So this is how simple you can create an account. You check the agree, or you can click on the terms and conditions on the privacy policy to read before you check on create account. Password must contain at least one special character. Whoa. Okay, let's use a at, and let's put at here, and let's see what happens now. Okay, so verification email. Let me check the email if I have the verification email. If it doesn't go through, then we use an already created account. So let me check my Gmail. Okay. Okay, so the time, let me check my spam. So whenever you have it and you don't have the code, sorry, you can check your spam boxes. But for the sake of time, maybe it's delayed. So for the sake of time, I think we would have to just sign in. So it's simple as that. Once you have the account signed in, you created the account, you will have the verification code. And when the code comes, it will open up. You just type in the code here, then you're good to go. Maybe I made a mistake in here, but we don't have so much time. So I don't want us to spend too much time on this one. So what we are going to, okay, let me just try a recent. If we don't have it quickly, then we sign in straight away so that a new verification code has been sent. So a new verification code has been sent to your email. Let me check again. It's a new email I just created. So if it doesn't work, you just use an existing. All right. So let's take one of these emails. I used K Ajiman 112. I have. Let me just write it down. Oh, okay, I have Bvester Ghana as a test. gmail.com, and I also have K Ajiman 112. So if you've not downloaded the app, you can just download the app. So now let's just go in straight and sign in. So let me go back. Let's go to sign in. So I'll try with K. No, let me try. I've forgotten these passwords I used. Okay, so Bvester Ghana at gmail.com. So let me see, type there. Okay, so let me see if the password I'm typing is correct. Okay. Okay, so I'm in now. So once you create the account, you go through a series of questions for you to answer. I think I'll do a special video on that so that the onboarding becomes easy for you. So let's see. Yes. So for a new business, this is what will come. Once you create the account and you get here, you can simply just go here. You set up your business. So you see, okay, let me just check to confirm. Yes. So this is what you have. Okay. So you have at the bottom here home, money, voice, score, and more. So you can type this to set up your business. So all that you need to do is that you can say that Bvester Ghana. You type your business names, you choose the kind of business it is. Let's say it's a shop, and this is optional. You can state where it is or not. They go straight away to create your business. So once you create your business, yes, that is it. So it opens the day for you. And before you can keep your record, so let's try something, the voice. Let's just say you tap on this mic icon to keep your records. It opens like this. So if you want to record, let's say a transaction, let's say I paid 200 cedis for fuel. Let's see, something will happen. 200 cedis paid for fuel. Let's see if it can record it. You should have opened, okay. Let's see if it's able to do it. Okay, error, no appeal. It gives you an error. So when you go to your money, money is where all your records is. you see that it didn't record anything. Why? Because I didn't open the cache. Sorry. Yeah, so I didn't open the cache. So before you can start recording, the idea is that every day when you are starting your business, you should have an amount of money that you are starting with. So open today's cache. Okay. So whatever money that you have available. So if it's 500 cities that you have in your register, or this morning, how much money do you have available in the business? Or let's say, how much cash do you have available in your shop or your business? You need to state it, because at the end of the day, you have to close your books, and you should also state how much money that is left, and the app itself will balance it for you. Okay, so that's how interesting it is. So once you enter, let's say 500 cities, that's the cash. You are starting the day with 500 cities. You click on open today's books. If you don't open your books, you cannot record anything inside the app. So it pushes you to be disciplined, and also tracks every sale and every expense that you make. Now, let's try again, because when we tried it at first, it didn't work. You can just go straight away to money and say that you're going to record your sale or your expense. You can type it in. You can type whatever amount of money you want in here, and you click save and all that. You click the category, you describe whatever the money is about, whether it's cash, whether it's Momo, whether it's through the bank or anything. You can record all that. But I just wanted to test the voice record. So I don't have the time to be typing all plenty, plenty, plenty. No. If you also want to record a sale, you should have products. You can add products that you are selling. So you can, when you come here, you see that there is products. So product and services. So you can add whatever product. You can click on add product. So whichever product you sell, you describe it here. Let's say wigs, or let's say battery, or whatever that you're selling. You run it here. You just go through. When you join the Bvester community or WhatsApp group, we are going to help you with this, and we're going to do more and more and more and more videos on how to really use the app simply. And it looks like, because of the time, we have to finish this within an hour. So within the next 15 minutes, we should be done with this webinar. But we are going to do a lot of these videos. So you easily go to the WhatsApp channel, or the WhatsApp group, or the YouTube channel, and you can see all these videos, and also our social media platform. Just type Bvester HQ or Bvester. You see any of our social media pages, and you can follow us there. So right now, let's test the voice record again. So let's do this. I am busy. I can't have the time to be typing word by word and writing and all that. No, so just voice. Tap it, then I'll say that 200 cities received as payment for 1 bag of rice. So there's an income. So let's see if the app will be able to, okay, it recorded it as, so when it makes an error like this, that, okay, instead of a sale, recording it as an expense, because initially I'd done an expense recording, so its memory is more like following the expense pattern. You can just click here, edit the amount or the figure, or you can click here and edit whatever that you want to do. If it made an error, so you can just try again. Okay, so let's say that 500 cities received as payment. Okay, let's try something. Immediately you say payment is going to record it as an expense. So let me just say 500 cities without adding the payment. So 500 cities received. Without saying anything, it should record it as an income. Yeah, so that is how we've trained the AI to be intelligent about. Okay, so I received 500 CDs for something. You can quickly type in here if you want to still edit, or if you're very busy, you don't need to worry yourself typing in here and all that. Just click save, because it has already recorded the time that you recorded this transaction. It is today, the date too is here, and everything. Other income, you can do all the edits, but we advise that just save the amount and go back to your app or whatever. In the evening, after you've closed, you can go to all your transactions that you made here and edit all the amounts. So this is 500 cities received. It is here. You can click on it. Your transaction history is here. You can edit whatever you want to edit. If there's any mistake, whatever, you edit it at the end of the day. And you can always track whatever money you have in the app. Now, so this is your home. Anytime you open the app, the mobile app or the Bvester app, we have certain things here. The Bvester Proof Reel. Okay, so this talks about how ready your business is to investors or to get investment. Okay, we also have the Accra Business Challenge. We'll talk about this later. And the app also briefs you so far what is happening in your business, how things are going, and how it is working, and your profit and loss. If you want to talk to Serwaa too here, let's just try and talk to Serwaa. Okay, so let's say, uh, how can I reduce um, my costs and increase profits for the month? Let me see if I'm going to get. So Serwaa should be able to go through my transactions, my history, my records, and study what I've been doing and advise me. So yes, so this is the answer it gives me. I notice you haven't recorded any transactions yet. Yes, because this account is an account I created, I think, 3 weeks ago, and I've not been using it because it's a test account we were using to test the app. So if you don't keep your records consistently, the business partner, the business consultant in the app will not be intelligent enough to advise you on how your business is going and the steps you need to take. So it tells you, I notice you haven't recorded any transactions yet because it went through my records and everything. So I can't see your actual cost to help you reduce them. You see, this is how intelligent it is. How can I reduce my costs and increase my profits for the month? And it's telling me that because I've not been consistent with keeping my records, she or it cannot see my actual costs in order to help me reduce them. So this is what it is advising me. Let's fix that first. Record your next expense today so we can start identifying exactly where your money goes. And here's what will help you do once you have data. Calculate your true cost per unit, blah, blah, blah. Find out your profit vampires, like what is killing your profit. Okay, build a cost cutting plan. So this is just like you've invited a business consultant to help you structure your business well, and you have this inside this app. You wouldn't have to go and pay any money to any business consultant to help you build your business or run your business well. So it is telling me I need to keep recording. So let me record an expense. Okay, so let's say I paid 70 cedis to an Okada driver, or let me try it in Chi now and not English. So let's see, let's try this. Metia 70 cedis for Okada delivery. Hey, I added four to it, so that is English. But I mean Metia. So immediately you say Metia, it should understand that it's an expense. Okay. This is how intelligent the app is. It's able to determine based on what you say that this is an expense and this is an income. And quickly you just save it. That's all. So Bvester make it so simple. And the key thing is we are trying to help you build the records you need. Okay, let me just try it. Let me try position it. Yes. So if you most of the time feel lazy to keep your records, this is solved. If you don't have someone to keep your records for you, this is solved because your phone is always with you. So once you pick your phone, anytime you send money, you're going to just speak into it and record your money. You wouldn't have to go here and be typing long, like, okay, expense. I paid 70 cedis. Then you come here. That's what most other apps do. You come here, expense. It's, let's say, transport. I paid the 70. Let's make this 80. I pay the 80 cedis transport and sent an item to a client, okay, at cantonment. Let's say Accra, Timber Market, or whatever, then what you do is that you come here. Okay, I paid Momo. Then I record expense, and it records it. So you can go back and check that all the records. So this is the 80 series appearing here. The 80 series is appearing here. The 70 series for Okada is also appearing here. The 500 series I received earlier too is here. And your records are now simplified. It is very, very simple for you to keep your records. Now, let me quickly also go to this tab. This is your score. So this is where you're going to run to prove that, okay, you need investment for your business. Banks, this is how you're going to make banks find you and get you the money you need to move your business or to scale your business. You wouldn't have to go around looking for banks, but if you happen to meet any banker or a financial institution, you just pick your Bvester app, show them your dossier, and this number you have here right now, I'm at 0 because I've done nothing and my grade is D. So just like in other countries, we have credit scores. We are building the Bvester score for businesses. So if you have a good Bvester score, it makes it easy for you to get funding for your business. And this is how you build your Bvester score. Just keep your records on the app. Simple as that. Just keep your records on the app. So please try and just download the Bvester app on the Play Store. You go search for it and everything. You can also come here more. You have the settings, other programs we have in here, how to records, evidence. We have all this, the team. If you also have a team member, let's say the business belongs to you and, oh, okay, I would have to call back. Yes, so let's say the business belongs to you, but you don't mostly spend time at the shop, and you have someone else taking care of it. You can create your team here, so you can add your cashier, the person who probably takes your money, or if you have a caretaker or a manager managing your shop or your business or your company, you can add them here. So they will rather than be taking care of your records keeping for you. So even if you're not in the country, you're not in Ghana, whatever records they keep, you have it live. Okay. So if you're in Sunyani and your business is in Accra, you can be at home and any sale your salesperson makes, any sale your manager or your caretaker makes, the app updates you. You see it here. We go through that some other time. So you can add your team. So you don't necessarily need to be the person taking the records. You can also come here, help, support. You can go to the profile, add your profile picture. Okay, so let's say I took this picture this morning. You take it, it's updated. So your profile is here. You can upgrade your everything, do everything here, and all of that. You can also sign out here. So let's say if I can go to my home. Yes, so this is what I have here. Let me try and see. When I refreshed, my profile picture is here and everything. Yes. So this is what we have. So this is the introduction to Bvester. Our time is very short, but I believe that we've touched on a few things. Let me go off this video and share my screen again. Then, okay, so let me remove this. All right. So let's just go through the page. So this is the Bvester site. So you can just scan the QR code on the screen to join. If you're interested to find out more about Bvester, what we do, and how you can use Bvester to build your business, so that let's say 3 months time from now, 6 months time from now, you can confidently say that it will become easier for you to have the funding you need. You don't need to go around begging, getting collateral, and doing all sort of things. All you need to do as a business person is take your records keeping serious. That is all. That is the single most important thing you can do in your business. Your records, your records, your record. Because when you can see your records clearly, it helps you make the best decisions that will help your business grow. So if you really, really want to scale your business, if you really want to fix the problems in your business, you need to keep your records and you also need the systems that will help you manage your finances very well, fix the issues and the challenges that you have in your business very well, so that your business becomes fundable. So thank you so much for having time. I don't think there are any questions here because the time and everything, but yes, I don't see. Maybe there are some comments on YouTube and other places, and as we see them, we're going to address those questions. But inside StreamYard here, I don't see comments here because a lot of people did not join through the StreamYard link. They joined through the YouTube and other live links. So thank you so much for your time. Just go to bvester.com, learn more about Bvester, and we're always going to come back to you with a lot of videos to help you get the most out of the Bvester app. Thank you so much for your time and stay blessed. Catch you in another video. We'll share another video and we're going to make it in bits and pieces. Everything or all the benefit that you're going to get from Bvester.